Hey everybody, it's Robot here from Vespa Motorsport and ScooterWest.com. Today I'm going to show you how to replace your stock original incandescent taillight with this cool looking LED smoked in black trim taillight. Very easy install. There is several different iterations of the taillight design on the modern Vespa GTS 300, 250, and all the way back to the GT 200. Later in the video I go over details, but I'm specifically showing how to install this on the models made from 2015 through 2019, or that's the model year that was sold. So here in North America, 2015 through 2019. All right, let's just jump right in and get this installed. So this is intended for the 2015 through 2019 model GTSs, usually signified by this red lens with the incandescent bulbs and a chrome bezel trim. So first of all, remove the lens. And if you have a 2010 through 2014 model, you just don't use the bezel. They don't have the accommodations for these pair of screws here. You could technically drill these holes, to put the screws in here to put the included black bezel, or put the bezel from the newer style on here. If you have the 2020, they kind of completely changed everything. No real solution for putting many of these aftermarket taillights on those models. So the pair of screws removes the bezel. Then you take the taillight kit, separate the bezel that's included with it. It's pretty much just patterned after the original bezel. And put the connection right through there. The two shorter screws are two T30 Torx screws that are the shorter ones, and that's what holds the bezel in place. And on the aftermarket taillight, you can see you have the standard connection for the brake and taillight, in addition to this pair of yellow wires. And you ask what these extra wires do. Well, inside this turn signal, there's a pair of these boots. They look like the bottoms of boots. And you can wire them to the positive wire of both the left and your right turn signal, and you tie it to the white with the blue stripe, which is located on your right turn signal, and then on the left turn signal is a pink wire. So if you wanted to wire those, you get an extra pair of integral turn signals. I'm kind of a little mixed about that feature, having amber turn signals in your taillight, but pretty much you could just leave those wires disconnected. You don't need to do anything with them. They're not going to short to anything if you don't want to use that feature. And at that point, just make the connection, and you can kind of tuck the wiring all into the cavity kind of in the lower part of the taillight. Make sure the wires don't pop out of the gasket. So included with the taillight is a hardware kit, and it includes a longer screw, a washer, and a spacer. The nut that's included isn't really needed, but you got to get the spacer in between the taillight and the bezel if you're using the bezel. If you have the older model, it just pretty much bolts right in without any, with the original hardware. If you have a 2014, an older model, you could use a 4mm Allen or even a T25 Torx to tighten that stainless steel screw. And let's check out how it looks. So obviously with it off, it's smoked, just like the added smoke turn signals that somebody added to this scooter. And you turn it on, somebody added the running lights, and then you got the LED brake light that's built into a smoke lens. There's a couple different styles that we do have available. You can search for the taillights for the GTS on ScooterWest.com. Just keep in mind there's several different styles. So if you have an old GT 200, not too many options. You can get the European turn signal. GT200s were sold here in North America from about 2004 all the way up to about 2009. If you have the GTS 250 or GTV 250, you're pretty much, it's going to be the same style of the 250s and early 300s. So 2006 all the way up to about 2014 was the same style taillight. 2015 through 2019 is the chrome bezel taillight, and then you have the 2020 HPE that includes an LED taillight, and there's not too many options for aftermarket taillights. So if you have a 2006 all the way up to 2019, we have several options for you that will fit your scooter. Whether they're the smoke lenses or you're just looking for a cool looking LED taillight, we probably have an option for you on Scooter West. Many of these taillights have a really nice LED license plate light as well. Thanks again for watching. It's Robot here from Vespa Motorsport, ScooterWest.com. We'll see you on the next one.